Hey everyone, how's it going? I just got a message on my StreamYard that one of the kick stream isn't working for some reason. So I got really distracted and messed up our intro video right off the get go. How's it going, John?
Oh, dude, that's fantastic. I love that because I thought that it was just my computer breaking down. And
No,
the fact
I
that
got
that's
all worried
working,
too.
it's okay. It's okay. We
I was
got it.
like,
We got it.
I was like, something's messed up. No, what is it? And then like all of a sudden the countdown ended, and I'm like, oh, we're okay.
Okay. Yeah, we're okay. And I'm streaming on mine. It's Kick. Kick is the only one that's not getting it.
Yeah, I don't know if mine actually works yet
It's
because
okay.
I'm still not verified on Twitter because I changed my profile picture and apparently I'm a scammer now. So
Well, do you pay monthly for
yeah,
premium? Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. It's a weird thing, isn't it? Okay, so
yeah.
Papa Elon, fix that. If you pay for premium, we should be able to change our profile pictures and be verified quicker. Boom, putting it there.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Please do that
Yeah.
because I'm getting upset.
Yeah.
I'm just ready to be like, okay, I'm just gonna change it back to the picture with my wife and me, and never changing it ever again. And apparently, I can't support NFT projects anymore. Thanks, Elon.
Jeez. Oh, and on our banner, right? Do we have the stuff?
The banner, the stuff. Which one?
I don't see our. Do we have our QR code? Is it
We
here?
do.
Is
Yeah.
it here? I can't see it on mine. All right, so right there, we got a QR code for MEXC. So if you don't have a MEXC account and you're wanting to be a little degen and use some leverage and trade, they've got the lowest fees. And yeah, definitely do that. I get like maybe $5 or something if you sign up. You don't have to. If you don't want to use the link, that's fine. Then just nobody gets $5.
It's a good platform. You should check it out. It's a good platform. It really is.
No, I use it. I love it. I was doing really good on it for a while, and then finally
thanks,
I was
Jojo.
like, I gotta stop. Oh, there we go. Shout out Jojo.
Shout out Jojo. Tuning in.
We love it.
We'll shout out some other things right off the get go, so we don't have to talk about it later. Shout out the goons. NFT project I'm a part of. Hopefully I will take their IP farther down the road, but check that. It's I think like 1.5 SOL for one of them right now, and they're still unreleased, but once they're released,
yeah, that's a hope.
You actually people don't understand. You need to get in the Discord and read some stuff.
All right, and then we have JPEG Empire. I know we have that one here too.
Mm-hmm.
And then I can't see the other ones, so you're gonna have to read them out.
You can't see the other ones? Okay, so we got JPEG Empire. It's a project we're both a part of. I am a holder of a bunch of the older NFTs, but there are new NFTs coming out with a lot of utility. So you need to check them out. You need to get on their Discord.
Yep.
Start chatting it up. We need to like add some links or something to like all this stuff. We need to like have links to JPEG.
Oh, in the comments right below.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I think we're slacking on that part. But if you want to if you hit Google works great. Oh, and then like one last shout out. Web3 Breakfast is a thing I usually am a part of every single day during the week. I don't put it on, but I do speak. It's a community project ran by J Chains. He's a pretty cool figure in the industry, but he has a project for the community, built by the community. We all BS in the morning, and it's really, really good. It's every Pacific Standard Time. It's at 6 a.m. but 9 p.m. Eastern. So check that out. It's if you ever want to like have a discussion with me maybe, or like discussion with anyone else, it's a great project to check out. So check that out.
On that topic, okay, so the last Web3 Breakfast, they talked about the IFC fight. Did you watch that?
Yeah, I watched that. That was great.
Dude, so we streamed it in the JPEG Empire Discord.
Yeah.
I will tell you, it was so fun. I was on a stream earlier that day, and somebody was like, I cannot wait for Ben Armstrong to get his ass beat. I was like, dude, I don't know, man. I don't know. And then like just like beginning of the fight, he gets like knocked, and I was like, oh geez, he really did get his ass beat. But then he came back.
Bro, no. So it's funny. He did take the stubble, and I'm like, that's fair. He came in hot. But then I was like, so I didn't think he was gonna get his ass beat. I thought I like saw like both of them, and I'm like, this is definitely fair. Besides like Ben's weight, has like a super big advantage actually when you're punching. Like he probably punches really freaking hard. But honestly,
he connected a lot.
Yeah, he connected a lot, and I love the fact that he just in the zone didn't say one word. Like at like the face off and like all the other stuff, I was just like, this guy like actually he's trying to kill right now, and I'm like super down. Like let's see it, you know.
And then you see Crypto Crow, he like literally just like smacked that guy down so quick. He's a massive man though.
So I was in this chat and someone was saying they're like, oh dude, like the NFL player, he's gonna be super fast and compete against them. And I'm like, bro, you seen that dude? He's big. And I'm 6'6", right? Like I don't really look at people as like being big. I heard how big that guy was, and I was like, he's fighting. This is like the Gypsy King coming in and just being
and the Gypsy King. Okay, so Adam, I was like, okay, so I met him a while back in Miami for Bitcoin Miami. I met him, and I actually like ended up going to a launch party for Ben Cowan for Cryptoverse. And yeah, dude, as soon as I saw him on the ticket, I was like, shit, like I hope he fucking wins. I know he was a big dude, and he used to fight anyways.
Yeah, I didn't actually know that either. And then like I kind of heard him talk about it on like, because I see some of his content every once in a while pop up. I actually really like it, but I see his content pop up every once in a while, and I'm like, yo, this guy is not joking. He's like afraid to hurt someone. He was like afraid, like I felt like he was like, I feel bad about this, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so let's go into some stuff. First of all, how was your day?
Okay. It was long. So I'm a commercial sheet metal worker. So I basically just learned how to weld. I'm learning how to weld and trying to get my welding certs this week. And it's very, very difficult. If someone's a welder and they heard this, I'm doing like 18 gauge galvanized, which should be like super easy, but it's when you haven't practiced, it's pretty hard. So there's that. But how about you? What have you been up to?
Man, yesterday I had to drive my brother-in-law to the airport, and it was like 3 hours away. So 6 hours round trip. That was rough. Today was pretty chill. Got a bunch of stuff done. I'm getting stuff ready for my daughter's quinceañera. She's about to be 15. It's been super exciting, a little stressful because they're all like, oh, you know.
Okay, so talk about what that is for some people that maybe don't know what a quinceañera is. I said it right that time. Let's go.
No, you did. It was beautiful.
I did, yes.
So for quinceañera is basically like daughter turns 15. She has to have like a dance with her dad, right? And it's a whole thing. It's basically like a wedding party or like a bar mitzvah, but like just for 15. Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
Massive. We went to one, and the people obviously spent like $40,000 on this girl's like 15-year-old birthday party. And I looked at my daughter. I said, "Look, we take you to Pizza Hut, you should be ecstatic. If we take your friends to Pizza Hut, you should be hyped, you know." But like, yeah, I was like, "You're not getting this. There's not going to be a white horse. You're not coming out in like a Cadillac limo. You know what I mean?
I don't know, dude. If my parents spent $40K on me ever, they'd be my best friends for like the rest of my life. Like, what? Parents that take care of me? What?
Dude. Man, I feel you. But all right.
Yeah. So, okay. No. I spoke way too much last time. So we're going to do a little bit of a deep dive on John this episode. And I'd like to ask some questions about you. So
love it. Hit me.
Where are you from originally? I know you live in Honduras now, but I know you're definitely from somewhere that is not even close to Honduras. So let's hear about that.
All right, so I'm a Kentucky boy, right? I was born in Florida, but I basically grew up most of my life in Kentucky. And yeah, and I was telling him earlier, like whenever I used to work in the food industry as well. And then the thing is, like, it was always fine dining, but then I would get these tables that would be like, "Now, where are you from, boy?" And I'd be like, "Dude, I'm from Kentucky, right?" And then
Eastern
they'd be like,
Kentucky.
"No. Where are you from?" And I'd say, "Eastern Kentucky," right? And then they'd be like, "No, where?" Madison County. So Eastern Kentucky, Madison County. Jack Harlow is from like the other high school, and some of my friends, we got some friends in common, right?
Oh, really? That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. Fun fact. So when he's
Have you
talking
met
about,
him? Have you met him before?
honestly, I think we may have been at the same wedding before, but I have not like personally met him.
He probably was like super regular at that
No,
wedding.
super regular. I'm sure he was super regular.
Exactly. He's probably just like, I'm just hanging out with my family, doing family stuff.
Yeah. Let me see. So, yeah, basically grew up in Kentucky, Southern boy. There'd be target practice on the weekends, drinking beer, shooting guns, all that stuff.
Hell yeah,
You know?
America, baby.
America, yeah.
Love
sure.
that.
Now
I
I'm in
like guns.
Honduras, and they're not really guns here. Well, there are, but they're kind of tougher to get.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Is
can
it? What's the legality of guns there?
So you can do it. It's just like really a long process. But if you buy a gun in Honduras from somebody that registered the gun and went through the process, you don't have to go through it. That's big brain.
That's an interesting, but they allow that because it's the passing of arms or something.
Yeah, you're like all of it then is registered to you, and you're fine. But
It's like the thing. It's like the same thing with like the U.S. where it's like a family heirloom or whatever. Like I know my dad has like 4, 5, 6 guns that literally at one point he's just gonna be like, "Here you go," and I'm like, "Cool." Let me buy a safe.
The problem here is that people might rob you if you come out with like a really nice American gun. Like they might like kill you to take your gun because that's worth some money.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like one of those things. But yeah. Anyways.
Oh my gosh, I need to retweet. I don't think I freaking
retweeted the stream.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you retweet mine?
Oh my god, my stream is working.
Yeah. No, they all
Twitter,
are.
My Twitter stream, they verified me and it's working. It's
All
actually
right.
working. Let's go.
So
That's
now
awesome.
we should get back to crypto, right?
Yeah, back to crypto.
Back to crypto. So what's going on in crypto this week that has been super exciting to you? I know you were talking about some DeFi stuff, but I'm sure there's some like you said Pepe. We already talked about Pepe a little bit.
I mean, initially, let me just say that the market today and the other day,
dude, I remember looking at Bitcoin just 15K, man, and then I was like, this got to be the bottom, right? Started shoveling some stuff in. Now we're looking at 57 or like 52, I think we're at. And I was like,
it's like, did it drop? It was 57.
It was 57.
I think it stayed at 57.
I thought I was lying. I thought I overstated it. Well, man, we're almost to 69K then.
Yeah, it's
we're
crazy,
almost to 69K, bro. And the halving hasn't even happened yet.
I saw today freaking Injective definitely pumped up finally, like back up to like 40. I hope it breaks resistance, and like because then it's in discovery zone again, and it looks like if you're gonna do like a leg up, it's gonna go to like 60-ish something.
Oh gosh,
but I don't know.
Stopped on us, bud. So we got rugged. Now we're unrugged. Right? We're derugged.
Yeah, derugged. We're back up. We're gonna have to figure that out. See what's happening. See if we can fix it.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna remove the geek from this at least right now.
Well, now I can see. Now I can
you can see everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe you're just bad connection off the get go.
I am in the jungle, man. I am in the jungle.
That's fair.
I want to get a Starlink actually. I would like. Let's put the beat back on. It was great.
Yeah.
But all right, so you could hear me and I couldn't hear you. Wonder what everybody else saw. heard me talking over you the whole time.
There.
All right. So, DeFi it is. So you want to talk about Injective?
Okay, yeah, I'll talk about. I mean, if you want me to talk, sorry, I am having to open. Trying to open something. Anyways, okay, yeah, sorry, Injective. I'll go back to the show. Yeah, so that's. I do mainly most. This is really loud. I need to turn it down. I'm sorry. My ADHD is just fucking thumping with the music, just being like, you don't want to think about anything important. You just want to listen to music.
You just want to vibe.
Yeah, I just want to vibe. Anyways, yeah. So first off, I use Injective primarily for DeFi because, in my opinion, I think the numbers right now are just like astronomical compared to DeFi other places. Like you can make like Dojo. So I'll start with this. So first off, I use Neptune Finance. Neptune Finance is basically like a lending and borrowing service. So you put your Injective in your USDT. You can do Cosmos, Ethereum, a couple other coins you can put in there as collateral, and then you can actually withdraw like 60% of your portfolio and then use that for DeFi and then keep your money in there just locked for gains.
Gotcha.
So I have part of my money in there, so it's just like locked up, safe, and I'm not over borrowed, so I'm not really worried about it. And it's an Injective, so I'm not super worried. I can pay it back pretty easily. Another one I use, I just got out of early access farming for it. It's still kind of launching, but it's called Hydro Finance. It basically is a liquid staking. It's a liquid staking pool, you know. So, basically, when you over time, a liquid asset basically gains interest on top of itself, and that's like how you accrue your APR, and they kind of grow also. But it's kind of this whole new DeFi thing. I'm actually still trying to figure out if there is no impairment loss with it, because it's impermanent loss. I said impairment.
No, you're good.
Yeah, I'm actually still trying to figure out if there is impermanent loss in it, because technically it's the same asset in a pool, and you're getting interest on the one asset, and it moves like this. So where's, you know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? Like, you may lose a little bit of the interest you're gaining on the liquid asset, but you're not losing anything else because it's the same asset worth the same amount of money.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I'm super into that. So pretty much Hydro and Injective is kind of gonna have these RWA based DeFi programs that I'm really early in, and they haven't even launched everything, but that's really what I'm like hoping for. But the main thing I've been using besides that is Dojo trading. Dojo coin actually just went up 300% in the last like 2 weeks or whatever like that. I missed out on a little bit of it. I made like a 25% gain on it the other day, and then I'm getting APR on that too. It's like 120 something percent APY, locking up your dojo, and then there's a bunch of airdrops all over the place.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I know you were kind of talking about Cardano and how you like like your DeFi over there. So maybe talk a little on that.
So right now, something that you might be interested in, and I think it's fully out right now, but so Genius Yield is their token is Gens, but Genius Yield is supposed to have staking and all that, but there's no impermanent loss. So like that's like the whole thing there.
Yeah.
I'm super excited about that. I haven't used it too much or gotten into it, but I know that it just like rolled out for being able to be used.
Mhm.
The big thing in DeFi, I guess, that I was going to talk about is that so the Ape Society, one of the like blue chip Cardano NFTs. Actually, it's crazy because their price, I saw it the other day, that the floor price dropped down to like, it was like 1800.
Mhm.
Crazy because they're usually like upwards of 3,300, right? So like they've been falling, and it's because they have a lending platform called Levy. So you can borrow against your NFTs. You can also loan your ADA or your crypto basically to other people and earn an interest on it within like 7 days or within 14 days or sometimes more than that. And so the whole thing that happened is that they have a token that's called Society Token. So a lot of those people are holding the Society Token. And what happened was that they said that they weren't going to release any other tokens, but Levy has gotten so huge that they wanted their own token for Levy. So as soon as they dropped the Levy token, the Society token just tanked, and people are just getting out. Everybody's going crazy. People are blaming the founder and people for like insider trading and all kinds of stuff. There's all kinds of FUD there right now. It's interesting. But yeah, so Levy's been the thing everybody in Cardano's been talking about. But Avalanche, bro, it was fucking stopped the other day. What's going on there? Is Avalanche the next Solana, dude?
I'll be honest, I don't pay attention to Avalanche at all. But the one thing I do know about Avalanche is that they're going to really treat the gamers right, I think, in the long run. So that's kind of exciting. But if that's the thing, you just said, are they the new Solana? Solana is also going to be going after that market. So
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about what you're talking about, though. So I know
about Avalanche. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's so funny.
Yeah.
So people were like outraged, right? Because it paused. Like none of the other blockchains.
Oh my
huge ones
God.
have, like,
Oh my
stopped.
God. Oh my God. I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah.
I did see something about how they paused it too.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's going
That's the whole
on?
thing. You're not supposed to be able to do that. So that's the thing about Cardano, man. It's never stopped ever, right?
Same with Algorand.
Yeah, same with Algorand. Okay.
Same with Injective.
Yeah. Well, people love it. People
Hey,
love
I'm not gonna
Algorand.
hate on Cardano because like I will probably move a significant amount of my funds into Cardano in the future. So I'll be honest. I just need to accumulate like more money so it's more realistic. I need, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
Personally.
100%. Everybody's got to do their thing the way that they need to do it. I actually like I'm overexposed to Cardano. I had a really great portfolio. Then life happened and different stuff, and I like moved everything around. But I'm excited about this time. Last time I had 5K, watched 5K go to like 55K in like 9 months, and then I didn't sell like an idiot. So this time, when my friend's grandmother comes up to me and she's like, "Hey, so what about that crypto stuff, buddy?" Then I'm going to be market dumping everything I own on top of every new person in crypto. And I'm sorry, guys, in crypto, but yeah, about a year and a half from now,
be dumped on. Yeah,
you're gonna be
just so you know, we're all going to be dumping on you.
Yeah, but it's kind of like it's part of
like
the
hard.
It's part of the experience. If you're not dumped on the first time, then how are you ever going to learn how to dump on somebody else? You know?
I'm again. I broke the rules. I'll be honest, and I hope I don't curse myself by saying these things, but I've never been screwed over, really, in crypto at all.
Well, but like obviously, like
besides one little like drain of like a 0.25 Solana on like a rug or something. I'm not even joking. I mean, I've done the gambling thing, but I've made money in the first cycle that I did, like, and 5,000%. It wasn't like I didn't make and I still haven't been like fished or freaking
I've never been
drained or anything. So I'm praying never happens. But I'm
I
like,
will
I still haven't been freaking even pulled on, like, because I pulled out of the market and I was like, cool. And then this time I'm like in so early and I know exactly what I'm doing. We'll see how it goes. Probably something fucked's gonna happen.
So I almost got drained once, but like, so the thing is that I bought like a free mint, right? I just got a free mint. I got several of them, and then I was gonna send it out from my Cardano wallet. I was using Vesper, and so Vesper will show you like everything that's going on in the transaction. So like I'm sending this one thing out, and it was like minus 10 assets, and I was like, what the fuck? No, absolutely not minus 10 assets when I'm only listing one. You know what I mean? So I didn't get drained. But fun fact, here's a pro tip for everybody. If you have any of those scam NFTs, you can send them to the wallet of whatever chain that they're on to your Coinbase, and it will give you tokens. The tokens that are locked up in the NFT, you'll get that. So I sent like 15 scam NFTs on Cardano to my Cardano wallet on Coinbase, and then I had like 5 ADA. Dude, I'm
really? Are you serious? I have so many Solana.
There's nothing that gets me like worked up than like sending a whole bunch of these scam NFTs to a centralized exchange and then getting the ping that somebody deposited me funds.
Get screwed, scammers.
Yeah.
Freaking, is there really any other DeFi that you do besides those things?
I really like MinSwap. I'm right now, I've got some AGIX. That's one I'm pretty bullish on. The AI marketplace. I have a lot of that I've had in a pool for a while, so I'm getting rewards there. MinSwap, you also get MinSwap tokens whenever you are staking or farming there. So there's that. And then, so here's something funny about the JPEG junkies. So the JPEG junkies, I got one early, and so we got some airdrops. One of the first airdrops was like maybe 53 cents worth of Hosky token. So since that, I've had 53 cents worth of Hosky token from like 2 years back now, just staking and generating Hosky token, I guess. But yeah.
That's ridiculous, dude.
Yeah, I don't even have it. Like, I've not even gained enough on the Hosky token to be able to like take it out at a profit. Great. But anyway,
it just looks funny. That's what it is. It's literally a meme inside of a meme pool being a meme.
Here's a interesting thing. So like the Hosky account made a joke about how somebody's going to do Catski. And then so like this guy that I've been talking to, he's a founder of Catski. And so Catski is a meme token originally, but now he's like super actually interested in like AI, building with AI on blockchain. And so he's been like building these cool things. Like one of the things he was telling me about was basically like it will show you the most undervalued NFT in a collection. Right? And uses AI to look at the whole collection, the average value, the sales and stuff, and then it will pick the ones that are the most undervalued for you. And so like I think that stuff is sick, and he's trying to do all kinds of other stuff, making some websites and some cool tools, but just because he likes it, it's his passion. But he's about to reboot.
I'm kind of like in a project that's kind of along those lines, but it's weird. So on Injective, there's a project called Injective Frogs, and they came out with this frog token, and they did this airdrop, and they did all this other stuff, right? Well, like they're gonna be like a meme and portfolio tracker. You know what I mean? Tracker. I can't speak English ever. But
okay. You got the XRP shirt on.
Yeah, right.
That's sick.
Cryptochips.io, great website. We're not sponsored, but great website.
Yes.
Great website. We can actually come out with merchandise on here now. They have like a white label service. Super cool. I think AJ Rice Crypto did the first like white label ever for them, and the quality on it is actually really, really good. I have one of those. It's really good.
So it's worth it.
Yeah, it's worth it. It's definitely worth it. It's a good company. I was just gonna ask you something, but I totally spaced. Oh, I was gonna say something funny. So one of my favorite DeFis is staking DeFi.
Oh, the token.
So doing DeFi with DeFi.
Yeah, that's fair.
That token, I really, dude, they have some funding by like huge names, like, and it's so cheap. It's like so cheap.
Interesting.
Like, they're funded by BlackRock and iShares, Bitcoin or whatever, and like these big name companies. It's really crazy. I'm curious how it does in the long run. I'm just gonna stake it forever. So
no, that's a good move. I think that's I think staking is definitely something that if you understand what you're doing, I highly recommend it to everybody, especially during the bear market. I think during the bull market, it gets a little sketchy once you get a little ways into it, but like there's no reason why you shouldn't be gaining tokens on the tokens in the bear market.
Yeah, exactly. This is the way I'm thinking about it with what you're saying is like, and it's funny because I started doing DeFi like in the bear market. If you stick to good projects that you like know are good, then they're not just like you think they are, or like, but you have actual proof that they are good projects and they're not going to flop, then those are the ones you want to do DeFi on during the bear market, because you're going to sit and you're not going to lose a bunch of money and have to gain it back. You know, that's what's really important. Like if you enter DeFi into like, if you enter into meme coins and stuff like that with your DeFi, you should be scared. Like
you're gonna get wrecked.
You're gonna get wrecked.
You're gonna get wrecked. If you don't get wrecked now,
yeah,
you're gonna get wrecked later.
Yes, and like,
but I
for
will
example,
say,
I and it's funny because I've tried to make plays like that, but they're really, really like I did it for short term. Like I made like like $50 in like 3 days, and then I'm out. Like,
dude, I've said it a couple times. I'm in Friend on Cardano, and Friend. It's just that the place that it's at right now, compared to SNCC, which is its biggest, like it's what it emulates the most. It's just at the point that we're at in this market, it was a gamble that I was willing to take. And I've got some staking going on of my NFTs for the project.
With how you cashed out on that, I would say,
I made a profit at the beginning.
It's a great dub.
I actually quit my insurance job. Like I made like $4,000 and I hadn't been making that much money in my insurance job. So I was like, yeah, actually I quit. I was like, I just made dumb money on frogs. So
yeah, like if you can like make it happen and you don't work a 9 to 5, you should do it. That's what I want to do. Like I don't want to work a 9 to 5. I want to work at home and like be with my family and make money on the internet. You know what I mean?
So you only have one kid, right?
Yeah, I only have one kid. He's turning 1 year old in a month from now. Actually, way less than a month. It's like 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks.
Dog?
I have 2 dogs. I have an English bulldog.
Love it.
Stinky guy, but he's one of the most loving dogs ever. He's very sweet. And then I have a Saint Bernard. So like,
that's awesome. Is it a dry mouth Saint Bernard?
A dry mouth Saint Bernard.
Yeah.
So they don't drool?
Well, they don't drool as much. They still drool. They just don't.
Hell no, dude. Hell no, dude. I got
like, this guy splatter paints the walls.
Hell yeah, dude. This mother trucker comes in and he's like freaking shakes his whole face and he's wants to slobber over everything, and he's long hair, so he doesn't even get to be in the house anymore because he literally is a mop broom of dirt. But he's also the sweetest dog ever. I love him.
That's awesome.
We have 2 cats. They're crazy.
Yeah, I can't do cats. I'm allergic.
I love cats.
I hate cats. I love them. I just love them from a distance. My daughter once said, "I'm gonna die first before you have me."
I'm gonna die first.
Yeah.
I don't know. I I would like to like get a hypoallergenic cat, but I'm curious. I think those are the hairless ones, so I don't know.
And they're so ugly, and I love them because how ugly they are, and they're expensive, dude. I
Bro,
think
that means you love
crazy.
That means you love English bulldogs.
Yeah,
right.
I do like them. They are cute.
Yeah, because they're ugly. They're cute, ugly things. The love of my life, also.
Okay, those cats are like $3,500.
Yeah, the English bulldogs are like the same.
Yeah.
Sometimes more actually now, because like if you want like a good one that's not gonna be gross. Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Dude, did I ever talk about Algorand?
No, I was gonna ask you. So Tiny Man is the one you like. So it's funny because when I used Tiny Man, it was unusable. But everybody that I've talked to from the Algorand community, shout out to Womp Crew, love Womp Crew. But they were all like, "No, it's awesome now, dude. They're great."
Yeah, Tiny Man's my thing. Tiny Man and Cometa or Cometa. Cometa, I hope that they get funding from the Algo Foundation, because they're one of the top used pools besides Tiny Man, and they're really good. I actually just got out of a pool. It's so funny. That was a meme coin pool, but it was one of those meme coins they were both so low in price that I didn't really lose much and I gained more. So like that's how you kind of have to play that, for example. But the primary thing that I do in there is I actually stake my M algo, and you can take all of your okay, so I kind of have to say what M algo is first, right? Because if I'm gonna explain I kind of have to explain the actual coin that I'm putting in there. So M algo is Messina One's liquid staking coin. It works the same as like what we were talking about earlier, where you take the coin and you stake it with them and you get a liquid token derivative that you get to use for DeFi and all those things, right? And personally, I think the governance is amazing for Algorand because you get, I think, how many are they, like a year? Like about 4?
What do you mean?
The governance periods. There's like about 4. There's about there's about 4 governance. Yeah, quarterly. So you get different percentages of interest on your Algorand for using for participating in governance, and then and also keeping the market stable or keeping the token stable. I'm trying to speak right now, but anyways, I'm making 11% APR this quarter on my M algo, and then on top of that 11%, this is where you could really, especially if you have a good chunk of money, you can actually make significant amounts of money on Algorand, and it's really cheap and going to pump a lot, so it's really good token to buy. But what I do with Tiny Man is I take the M algo and I put it into a pool. So basically it's the same type of thing with the liquid and regular, token. I make money off of fees and trading and all that happens with my coin. So I'm making an additional, I think, 10%. So I'm actually coming out with like a 20% APR this quarter and making a significantly larger amount than I would just be putting in the governance, and voting. So that's why I really like Messina One. You can DeFi while you're staking for governance, and it's definitely game changing in my opinion. That's what the future is. And I think also on top of that, Algorand's going to stop rewarding people for governance as much, but actually pooling and making the chain stable for everyone else, and creating the longevity it needs.
Yeah. So in that same breath, I just realized something that we forgot that we need.
What?
Dude, we need the disclaimers. We
What?
need that. This is not financial advice.
Oh yeah,
We
this
don't
is not
know
financial
anything.
advice at all. This
We
is
are.
just what we do with our own money, and we like to talk about it.
This is
That's
what
it.
we do. This
This
is
is
what
what
we
we
like.
do.
Has nothing to do with what you need to do. But we need
You
to have
don't.
like a portion, probably like a thing in the beginning where it's like, this is the disclaimers. If you buy or invest or trade based on anything that we talk about here, you're gonna lose your money, probably.
Probably. You probably won't make money like we do because we understand what's going on, and you're here because you don't. So yeah,
Yeah.
if you listen to some things that we say, then maybe you'll like get an idea of how things work, and then you can apply your own research and your own knowledge to those things and build out maybe your own portfolio. We're not going to tell you we're going to make you rich at all, because we're not going to get like, I mean, we're probably going to make a decent amount of money this time around. But yeah, we're gonna.
I mean, like, think about it. Like, do you think that this is going to be the cycle where Bitcoin hits 10 trillion? Or 10 trillion, right? That's where gold's at, right? Or 11 trillion.
Market cap.
Yeah. Let's see right now. Do you think that it's going to? Oh, it's actually 13.69 trillion. Okay, I don't know, man. I think we're gonna hit gold's market cap and exceed it soon. I just don't know if it's gonna be this cycle. I just can't see 14 trillion basically.
It's so like this is the question, right? This is the question of the century right now that you're asking, because there's so many more variables to this cycle than any other cycle in the past, like not even comparable, right? Not even close to being comparable.
So you think super cycle?
So much money. I think this is going to be like similar to the first time we saw Bitcoin go to like 12,000, maybe. I think it's a real possibility. But at the same time, the smart person in me thinks about the fact that it's an election year, and thinks about the fact that there's a lot more gears in the world turning right now that could change a lot of things, dude, for everyone. So I don't really know. It's so crazy. The real estate market is screwed right now. Everything is screwed, dude. The world is screwed. So I'm like sitting here being like, so I've created a conspiracy that I almost think like the US is the reason why we're sending all of our money everywhere is so we can rug pull everyone. That's really what's going on.
Yeah, like the fiat rug pull.
Yeah, it's called the fiat rug pull. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. And for that to happen, either you have to have a super cycle this time around, and the rich people are gonna get super rich, or you're gonna have to wait and plan it out better, which is gonna take a whole nother cycle. It's either or.
Yeah, I think that I think this time we're actually gonna go absolutely ridiculous, dumb, stupid, crazy. And like my thought is that like because of all those things that you said, I think that's why this cycle is gonna be absolutely like jaw dropping, like high. But then I think that the drop off is gonna be so wild and unpredicted by most everybody.
Really?
Dude, I think that it's gonna be one of the harshest falls that like is abrupt. Like I could see this cycle going longer than usual, right? And going higher than usual. And then everything hits the fan at the same time. Because you have to imagine that like this government is literally just pumping the market. They're pumping the market, and you can only pump it up so high. And I think that after we have a winner, then they don't have any incentive to keep pumping the market because they already won, you know. And you can only pump the market with fake energy for so long before somebody figures it out.
I like that take. I like that take a lot.
Yeah,
that's a very interesting take. It's a little bit different than like
what happens before every collapse. Before every collapse, the price goes crazy on everything. Equity, stock market goes wild, and then all of the smart money takes their money out. They buy a bunch of shit with it, and then shit hits the fan, and then all the regular people are holding the bag because they bought the top.
Okay, so if that's your mindset,
yeah,
where are you putting your money at when you're pulling it out?
What am I going to put it into when I'm pulling it
Yeah,
out?
like what is the stability? What is the stability? Because this is what everyone is saying is Bitcoin is going to be the stability.
Yeah.
But
See, I don't think that it's going to be the stability. So I think like my plan. So this is my plan, not necessarily anybody else's plan. But this cycle, I'm going to convert as much as possible, like close to the end, into straight fiat, and then buy properties and businesses. And then I'm going to have everything set up in such a way that like the properties and the businesses are taken care of. So I want some rentals, right? So basically, that's what I'm moving all my stuff into. I'm moving my stuff into businesses. So that way, shit hits the fan. I have the businesses. I might not have, all of the money that I did have, but like now I have physical things. Like, probably not going to be buying like a whole bunch of cars, but I do want like, stuff. People, some of my friends, they keep saying just keep buying guns, keep buying guns. You know what I mean? Like stack up bullets, like bullets and guns. You know what I mean? They could be worth a lot more. I'm not of that mindset, but I understand it. You know what I'm saying?
I totally understand it too. Yeah, I'm a very open-minded person, so it's easy for me to understand most perspectives of people. You know what I mean? So,
dude, I'm simple. I just want my house, a little bit of space. I want to grow some like food that I like on my property. I want to have some, like, I want a couple pigs, bro. I want a couple pigs. I want, some chickens. Chicken eggs are so expensive. They're so expensive, and I eat so many chicken eggs, And so, like, I just want those things, A couple plants that bring me happiness,
That's awesome. You're just trying to be happy.
Yeah,
I can respect that
everybody
a lot.
will leave me alone,
Yeah, that's fair.
Except for you, we can do this all the time.
Oh yeah, I mean, we gotta like watch the fall of the
society,
civilized
the collapse of
society. We're gonna follow the collapse of society together and talk about it. So that's cool.
Oh, dude, here's one you gotta watch. So the Society of the Snow. Have you watched this?
I'm not, Mr. Movie Buff.
Oh, dude, yeah, super movie buff. But so it was a real thing that happened. And it was like 1970 something, a flight with a bunch of tourists that were going like through Uruguay. I think they were like a soccer team or something. They crashed in the Andes Mountains. And so they like were stuck there. But some of them lived for like 2 months. And the only reason they lived is because they were eating the bodies. Dude. But it's a real story. This is something that really happened. But the movie on Netflix is so good. It's going to win a Golden Globe. It's wild.
I think I've heard about that story that it like kind of sparks memories.
My dad is 80. He said he remembers when the plane went down. And the thing is that the plane went down and nobody heard anything about it for 2 months. And then they found him. Right? 2 months later.
Bro, that's messed up.
Dude, it's sick. But it's a really good movie. But collapse of society makes me think about that. At the end of the day, like, are you about to die like a bitch? Or are you going to eat some already dead bodies? You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to put myself in that situation and think about it. You know what I mean, too?
Well, I mean, like, okay. Like, if you're getting robbed, right? And you have the option of dying and being robbed and dead, or taking the life of the other person and living, right?
I'm taking that life.
You know what I mean? It sounds like an easier decision, but I'm saying
you're breaking this down to the most animalistic properties you can. You know what I mean?
You're either gonna live or you're gonna die. And so what I'm saying is, this bull market, I'm gonna live.
Oh, I'm gonna live too.
That's all I'm saying.
For me personally, I feel like I'm gonna like struggle. I don't know, like for me personally, I want to pull out my money and I'm probably gonna just sell into USDT, and then I'm kind of expecting the market to like correct. See, like you're like in game. You're like,
I'm saying that the problem with USDT is that if the USD goes to shit, then your USDT is to shit also. right?
That's true.
And then
That's true.
what I'm saying is, if you put it into something that physically then is yours, that generates an income, then you still have that income, and then all that fiat or whatever it is that you're generating, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe it's
I don't know. What is
government credits?
For me personally, like what really is gonna like decide what I'm gonna do with my money is how much I come out with in the end. You know what I mean? If it's a super cycle, I'm buying a house for my family in a place that we want to live, and then that's like my main priority. That's like my main priority. That's all I really want. I want to buy a really nice house.
So you're gonna buy the house in cash?
If I have that much, yes, because then I have the entire property and that's what I'm saying.
Let's say you make $700,000.
Well, no. Actually, I take that back. I don't know. I'm like, you're getting the gears turning in my head, because there's a lot of things you can do without having to give up all that money too. So I probably wouldn't. I probably wouldn't. Yeah, I probably wouldn't
lose that fucking money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never mind. I take it back.
No, but house is your priority, dude. I'm in the same boat.
Yeah, no. Property is our priority. We own a house already, so
look, and then so Macro Man. So this is who I was talking about, dude. He was the one of Katski, the Katski token. Dude doing the AI stuff, super cool dude. I'm telling you, I've had a couple conversations with him. I was actually just asking about like if it is easy or possible to like train an AI on like several different blockchains, like so like put like all the updates and all the upgrades, because like what I was thinking is it would be so helpful if you could have all the different blockchain information there and then ask its perspective on basically like how you can make certain protocols and stuff better. Like, hey, I'm trying to solve the trilemma. We've done this. Where are we? You know what I'm saying? I want that.
That's a different angle than I thought you were coming from.
Yeah. Well, I use like all the different AIs sometimes when I'm just thinking about things in my head, and then like I have it like reiterate how it would do it, and then like how I should think about it, and then I like problem solve that way.
Yeah, I've heard of people doing that. I didn't know that thing doesn't go down. We'll just have Macro Man up all day. Look at that cool NFT.
Definitely check out Macro Man.
Look at that.
On Twitter,
that's sick. Hell yeah.
Yeah, and he's got some NFTs. They're sick. But he said he's gonna pull out the stables into yield farming.
Pull out stables into yield farming?
Yeah. Yeah, but he said, okay, so here's the answer. He said it's a major surgery of a job, but it's basically how technology is going to advance. It's like,
Have you heard any of the things about Pal AI?
Yes, and I think
Pal AI is building like crazy. It's crazy. I think they're gonna be over there doing that kind of stuff. You know,
Macro
like doing
Pal AI. If you're still there. But no, dude, I think that's going to be a really great one. Actually, I was talking to our dev, and that was what he was talking about. Is he said something about how Pal AI is basically like going to be that chatbot widget that a lot of this stuff is. And that's so sick.
Yeah, it's super exciting. Well, shoot, dude, we're coming up on the hour. We experienced the rug pull, but we got it back together, and it smooth sailing after we restarted it, I think.
Yeah, man, for sure. All right, so next week we'll be back on Thursday. This week, Thursday, we'll be back on Thursday at 7 Pacific Standard Time, and we're gonna be talking about some things. I've got so many people that are down to like be on stream and talk about some stuff, and I think it would be really great for us to ask some people some questions.
So honestly, if you want to schedule some people for the next one, that would work out great. But other than that, we don't really know what we're gonna cover the next show. Maybe a little bit NFT stuff if we don't have don't have anyone on. I feel like we haven't really deep dived 100% into JPEG Empire in like I want to really get in the details, and like I want you to talk about that.
Did you look at the roadmap? Have you seen it?
Yeah, I did.
Just briefly. Yeah, I'm so excited
but
about
like
it.
that's what I'm saying. Like I think maybe we like throw it up, and you can go through it, and like we can talk about it. And I think that's really important.
Some art that you haven't even seen.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. Like we need to talk about them. We haven't talked about them enough. I mean, I haven't super deep dived into like what I know about the Fidgetals brand and all that stuff. So that's another thing we can kind of talk about. Another NFT that so we don't have a sponsor up yet, or a promotion up yet for them, but it's called Be Nice. They are coming out. Yeah, so I'll mention it real quick. So we'll talk about this real quick before I gotta go. But Be Nice Productions. They are a company that is going to honestly revolutionize crypto, in my opinion. They're going to have their own metaverse, and they're really focused on the art. But the biggest thing on their agenda right now is they're coming out with their own NFT collection. There's about 3,333 or whatever of them.
Oh, geez, that's how many we have.
Yeah, it's one of those passes. So it's kind of like a pass. There's different levels of the pass. Later, I will pull it up and I will dive deeper into it. But they're going to be giving away $25,000 in this mint. You have a chance of winning $25,000. They're going to have trips to the Daytona 500 races. They're going to have an opportunity to ride around in a really fast Corvette and go like 180 miles per hour. So, yeah. What's this about? We can filter and summarize transcripts from the conversation. Okay.
That's super interesting. Man, I love the AI stuff, dude. All right.
Anyways, yeah. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. We are Loot Creativity. Thank you for tuning in. John, you have anything to say?
No, we got to figure out an outro. We got to be like,
I know.
That's off the road, bro.
I know. We need like a catchphrase or some BS, so we can just be like, kind of just like that.
Yeah, man. Take it easy. Everybody have an excellent, blessed day.
Peace out, guys.